All right, let's get into it. Barter 16, B16. So Uzi just dropped the cover art. He said it's coming soon, so I guess SoOn's life is in good hands. He's actually not going to be passing away after Uzi putting on his life. That Barter 16 was dropping this Friday. Instead, I think Uzi's dropping like a single with Mike Will Made It. So actually, SoOn might be a goner, unfortunately. I hate to say it, but you know, I guess he's a vamp, so it doesn't even matter if he passes away, because then he can come back to life real quick. But let's check it out. So the new Barter 16 cover art, bro, is legit naked. I don't even think that's a good picture of it, because your boy didn't want to get a community guideline strike, so I put the little quote, the caption of what Uzi said over his peen. So he said, "Happy birthday, Thugger1. Happy birthday, Thug. Barter 16, B16 soon." Okay, so soon. So he's dropping a single, it seems like. Although, we're not sure if this is like a producer collab. It's Mike Will Made It, Uzi, called Blood Moon. I don't know, because Uzi does drop with producers or just creative directors. Like he did one with the Bape creative director, or like the guy who founded it. So he'll let people drop songs, kind of like a DJ Khaled type thing. So I'm not sure if this is gonna be the single, but it's like a little kind of, I don't know, like a warm up, a teaser. It's the mozzarella sticks before you get into the real meal. Once, what is it called? What's the Italian restaurant where they just keep putting the cheese? Olive Garden, until you say stop. So you can just you can get a whole block of cheese for free, basically. But as I was saying, let's go to the actual cover. So I forgot. I remember back in the day now, but I forgot that Thug was like legit naked in this cover, bro. You can kind of even see his, I'm not even gonna say it, but he's posing exactly like Thug. So other people were saying he was looking all, what's the word, submissive. It's literally the same cover as Barter 6, which was kind of like a parody of the Carter series by Lil Wayne, when Thug and Lil Wayne had beef. I'm not sure if they still do, but I'll have to look into that. But they're literally butt ass naked, bro. Butt ass naked. Remember when Uzi had that lifting weights phase? I liked that because he looked ripped. But now I feel like he let himself, he didn't let himself go, but like he stopped, obviously. Like he doesn't have the same routine, because I don't see no definition in the abdominals. The bottom is too clear. Legit. Here, I have a picture of them both side to side. Let's look at it. I don't know, man. Maybe somebody turned up the brightness on Thugs too. You can see I don't even know what watch that is, but the red face, that looks clean. I need to get one of those. I don't even like my Rolex. I just bought it so I could sell it 10 years later and make like good money off it, because apparently it was the highest performing asset in 2021. So maybe, but yeah, I feel like Thug kind of hid his genitalia a little bit better than Uzi. Like there's a little bit darker, there's not as much of a bright light there. So Uzi's like, I don't know what they do when they do this. Do they put like a sock over his dick, or he just does not care one bit? Like he's a shower. I'm not saying that he don't grow though, but he's, what is it? He's 6'6" when he stands on his money. Well, when he's naked and he's got a sock, where is he? Bob, I'm gonna get banned from this. But I know there were like rumors of Carti being on Barter 16. In fact, I remember the snippet they came out like the night before Pink Tape. There was a snippet with, it was Uzi and Carti, and then I was also told that it had Thug on it. So technically speaking, and this is like intel from you know, the insiders, okay? So technically speaking, the evidence does line up. I think Lil Vert Snippets posted it. He said, take it with a grain of salt though, it might be down. Let me see if it's on Unseen Opium. They got all that. I don't know if any of these screenshots of like, this might be fake. There was another group, all these group chats, they just be faking the Lil Uzi Vert profile picture and naming themselves that. But let's see, there was actually like a little rumor going around that Carti's on it. Now, we already know what happened with Pink Tape, in that, here it is, in that Carti was supposed to be on it and he was in fact on it, but then he pulled out, paused like 3 days before, and then didn't end up being on any of the songs. Although someone, I'm not sure how credible this information is, but like he wanted to be on A or something, but I think Travis was on that. It's just more of that like hardcore rager type vibe, not necessarily rage music, but you get the point, like performance mosh pit type. But they said take this with a grain of salt, but there allegedly is a Uzi Thug Carti song on Barter 16. Song is from 2022, was originally Uzi Thug, but Carti heard it playing and wanted to hop on. Also, Uzi updated his verse. Who knows? I'm thinking it's somewhat, I'm not gonna say cap, but like, again, we know any information that has to do with Carti, it ends up being false every time. So what can I say? I don't really know. It would be cool though, especially because somebody was asking me about like, what are the projected sales of Barter 16? And I almost feel like it's kind of like a collab tape level type release. Like, it's not gonna be Pink Tape where it's gonna hit 165K. One, because it's not necessarily like a full rollout. I mean, he literally previewed it or teased the next tape that was dropping a couple months later, right after Pink Tape. I think because he heard the not backlash, but like mixed opinions about the project. And so if you're not really building up the rollout, of course though, it's Uzi, so he's gonna sell well. He's definitely not doing trippy numbers. Let's get that straight. He's not gonna do 30, but I could see it doing 100, but I feel like it could even do less, especially with the Red and White EP, which was kind of like a similar type drop where it was all of a sudden, although Barter 16 has more of a rollout than that, but that was a SoundCloud exclusive drop beforehand, and it ended up selling like what, 15 or 30 or something like that. But it didn't have all the days in the week to register, so we'll see though. If it has Carti on it, it's gonna get a lot of hype though. I feel like anytime you get Carti and Uzi together, the whole internet, Twitter's gonna be boasting about it. Everyone's gonna take a break from Twitter so they can go beat off in the bathroom and whatnot. But I could see it being like a little bit under 100K, but we'll see. Uzi always streams like he's a god when it comes to that. So and it's gonna have Thug features probably, because it's obviously a Thug, not parody, but inspired project. He copied the cover, not copied, but again, like was influenced by it, did the exact same thing, because he's paying homage to Thug, who, damn, he's in jail for 2 birthdays. He's in jail. He better be getting some visitation, because I don't know, bro hasn't nutted in like probably 2 years. 2 birthdays with no puss. But I don't think it'll drop this week, because he's dropping the single that we just went over, the one with Mike Will Made It, probably coming in like not this Friday. I could see next Friday, especially because he says soon. But then again, anytime any artist says soon, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. But also, Lil One DTE did say that Uzi was dropping the tape this Friday. So, and he put it on his mom. So maybe he was joking. But something to note is, isn't Carti cool with like the whole DTE camp? Like, who was the other guy? Capo. So, and they're both probably in Atlanta. Like, I could see them seeing each other at the studio at some point, but they're obviously keeping it secret under wraps, just because it's gonna be a surprise that he drops like the collab. But again, nobody knows. Rip Lone and DTE's mom though, because he ain't dropping the tape. If Uzi does merch bundles, I don't think Uzi's gonna do merch bundles for Barter 16. That just wouldn't make sense. Like, the whole point of a mixtape or one of these one-off projects that is kind of just for fun, they don't put a ton of money behind promo like that. It's kind of just, he's giving it to the fans. And that's what I think this project is. It's not supposed to be as commercial as Pink Tape. It's just, again, it's a thug inspired project that Uzi wanted to do. Maybe it has something to do with Carti going with the Future voice in the last however long. Let's see, just the Travis verse, but I heard he might have been doing it in 2022 as well. So maybe they're trying to be like, they are the OGs of this next generation. It wouldn't make sense if Uzi goes to Thug, Carti does Future, and they're like battling it out. Future and Thug, I even think, beefed at one point because they were fighting to be the OGs of Atlanta. DTE is basically another name for homicide. I'm not sure about that. I'm not like in tune with my gang culture. I don't want to be, especially with other rappers that we'll probably talk about on stream, but they're definitely closely affiliated, if not the same people. And so again, if Lil One DTE's in the studio, which I believe he had a song with Carti at one point, like it would make sense that there's a close relation between Uzi and Carti right now. At least like with the people that they're chilling around, but we don't see what Carti's doing on a daily basis. So I could see that feature, could see it.